Welcome to the Renaissance. Today we are discussing why Colorado Republicans keep repeating the same mistakes. Recently, Chairwoman Brita Horn announced she will be resigning as state party chair shortly after state assembly. Before everyone rushes to argue about who should replace her, we need to address the real issue plaguing Colorado Republicans. Cycle after cycle, we keep changing the captain, but no one is fixing the ship. Until we fix the actual ship, the next captain is almost certain to fail as well. If you've been paying attention for more than one cycle, you've seen this pattern already. We elect somebody with energy, or backing, or momentum, sometimes even all three, but they step into a fractured, combative, and disorganized environment. They try to balance competing factions with different, and often mutually exclusive expectations. And when they underperform in the eyes of one faction or another, we push to have them replaced. Each time, it seems people genuinely believe the problem has now been solved. No matter how many captains take over, the sinking ship will continue to sink. Who is at the helm is largely irrelevant until the holes in the hull get patched. The indicators of a broken structure and malfunctioning system are clear. This isn't about personalities, it's about a lack of sound structure and misaligned or often downright negative incentives. There are three core issues driving this. First, the incentives. Too often, internal validation matters more than external wins. If the system rewards internal approval over actual electoral success, we'll keep selecting leaders who optimize for the wrong battlefield. Second, fragmentation without integration. Different fractions is normal. But right now, we don't have a system that allows for them to coordinate effectively and move in the same direction. So instead of contributing to the body as a whole, they compete against each other to the detriment of all. Third, no clear operational standard. We don't have a consistent definition of what success even looks like for leadership or the party as a whole. Instead, decisions get made based on who has the biggest personality, the most loyalty, or has gained momentum, instead of actual measurable performance. If you can't define success, you can't optimize for it. So what is the role of state chair, really? It's not to be a spokesperson. It's not to represent a faction. It is to operate a system, to align incentives, to create coordination, bring people together, and to enforce standards. Because if the system is broken, even a strong leader is going to struggle. But if the system's sound, even an average leader can perform successfully. Here's the part that most people don't want to hear. If nothing changes structurally, the next chair is going to fail too. That's not a criticism of them, their personality, their success in life. That's a diagnosis of us as a state party. So instead of asking yourself, who should we pick? The better question is, what kind of system do we expect them to run? Because if we get that wrong, we'll be right back here in a year or less, having the same conversations again, the same complaints, the same infighting. And not to mention, in the meantime, there's going to be massive amounts of strife continue to take place online in the real world. And that's something we can't afford in any year, but definitely not in an election year like this one. In my next video, I'm going to define what a state party chair should be accountable for, and the standards that they should have been held to from day one. Thanks again for joining the Renaissance.